Hi, it's Paige with Mabel, and I am just back from Japan from my Japan craft tour. And what you're about to watch is a digest of the different activities that we do on that tour. I put together this Japan craft tour specifically for people who enjoy handwork, who knit, who sew, who quilt, who stitch. And we visit different Japanese artisans who are also all involved in that sort of handwork or a tangent of it. And it's just fabulous to visit these artists and these artisans in their studios doing the work that they do while also learning about the tradition behind it. So if you enjoy this digest, I encourage you to visit my other channel, where the link is in the description below, where you can see these activities in depth and learn the same things we learned. And if you're interested, join us on our 2025 Japan Craft Tour. I think you'll really love it. Thank you. So my original flight got screwed up, long story. I ended up flying out the next day with an upgrade. Yay! Some of our group took a tour of Nihonbashi, which is the historic center of Japan. At the Nihonbashi subway station, there's a scroll depicting Edo area Nihonbashi. The streetscape is remarkably accurate even today. Our hotel had these amazing breakfasts with so many delicious little plates to choose from. The first morning we made our way to the temple before we headed off to Cohana. He's the one who was able to introduce us to a lot of the artisans that we're visiting. Cohana produces high-quality handcraft tools with a focus on practicality and modern design, which you can clearly see here. Cohana, we made our way to Nona Temari, where we learned the art of Temari ball making. Temari balls were traditional Japanese children's toys, but now they're more of a home decorative object. On day 2, we took a Wagashi workshop at a Frank Lloyd Wright building in Tokyo. It was such a beautiful sight to be learning how to make these traditional Japanese sweets. Konnichiwa! So it is always fun to come here to Torii-sensei's studio. With Torii-sensei, we learned some machine knitting, and we each made long cashmere scarves. We were able to finish in one day. Part of the process included lightly felting our scarves, and Torii-sensei was generous with her time, and she helped each of us do this. This was our only rainy day, and it was wonderful to be in this studio. The next day we visited Toji Temple for their vintage and secondhand goods market. This was fascinating. While we're in Kyoto, we do not ignore the cultural sites. Of course, we visit the Kinkakuji, which is the temple of the Golden Pavilion. It was just so beautiful that day. And then we made our way to Fushimi Inari, which is the shrine that has all of the red torii gates. I love coming here, but it is super duper crowded. And then we go to Kiyomizu-dera, which is a temple that is on a hilltop. And again, you can see the crowds. Though we are there in November, it was quite warm, but the views are just amazing. The next day we make our way down to Tokushima, where we visit Watanabe's and Indigo Dye Farm. We dyed both bandanas and t-shirts, and some people brought along some personal items that they wanted to dye as well. So while you could choose to wear gloves, some of our guests chose not to. The dye does last for a few days on your hands. On the way back from Watanabe's, we stop in Awaji-jima, where we visit a family-run traditional Japanese tile maker. Back in Kyoto, we visited a Tenugui Museum. Tenugui are hand towels, and your entrance ticket is also a hand towel. The museum is really small, but it shows some really fascinating examples of old tenugui, and these are 80, 90, 100 years old. They're just so cool to see. The graphics are amazing. The museum is run by the company that continues to print and manufacture tenugui even today. Also in Kyoto, we took a Furoshiki Workshop. Furoshiki are the large squares of Japanese fabrics, either cottons or silks or linens that are used to wrap gifts. And so we learned about the custom of wrapping and how to position the fabrics so the best part of the design is evident when you are giving the gift. The last workshop in Japan was with Rika-san of Atelier Rika. She is a thread artist, and she showed us how to make yubinuki, which are traditional Japanese thimbles. We then took our completed thimbles and turned them into keychains and necklaces. We eat a lot of different foods in Japan. We start our trip with a traditional sushi dinner, and this is just so yummy. We also visited a traditional eel restaurant, and these cute little boxes contain sashimi on the top and then anago, which is river eel, underneath. Again, really yummy. Never tried eel before? Anago is the eel to try. It is so tender and so delicious. After a long day of sightseeing, nothing hits the spot more than yakiniku, barbecue, and a joki, a big beer. So, kanpai, that's cheers in Japanese, and what a delicious meal this was. We like to introduce our guests to a variety of Japanese foods. This is okonomiyaki, which is a savory pancake cooked on a griddle in front of you. It's really good. So thank you for watching this short digest of the activities we did while we were in Japan on the Japan Craft Tour. And you can see on my other channel, the link is in the description below, longer versions of each of these activities. We had so much fun, and I hope you consider joining us for 2025. Speaking of 2025, information about that trip will be up shortly on my website. So take a gander if you're interested. Lastly, I know a lot of you are here for the quilt repurposing content. We've had a really busy fall, but content is coming. We've got some videos that we're editing now, and everything will be up shortly, so please stay tuned. Again, thanks for watching and all of your support in 2024. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more content like this. Thank you.